Hello, my name is Edward Nottingham, and what you just saw was a super fast recap of the things you will see during the rest of this video. I thought I'd try and hook you right from the start. Sneaky, I know. So, like I said, my name is Edward Nottingham, or Ed, and this server is known as Eddland. You're probably thinking, wait, Eddland? Wow, that's super pretentious, dude. And you'd be right. No, the truth is this server was set up over a year ago as a community server for a dozen or so of my fantastic viewers over at Twitch. And recently, very recently, we decided to do a total world wipe and start afresh, which is when I decided it might be interesting to document some of my progress as a little survival let's play series, the very first episode of which you are watching right now. So if you enjoy this kind of thing, then be sure to click subscribe and look out for the next video. My first steps in this world followed the lines of a classic survival Minecraft start, with spawning together on an island, swimming to a larger mainland, slapping a few trees, slapping down a crafting table, and then getting thoroughly slapped by a skeleton and having to start all over again. God damn it. I also found some fantastically fancy looking pants that I'm still wearing with pride right now. And, that's totally because I want to wear them and not because I didn't notice they had a curse of binding when I put them on. Slowly, I made my way to a small landlocked island covered by large mushrooms and dark oak trees, where I decided to set the stage for my very first build on this server. Alright, let's head in there and see what this place is all about. Got some giant mushrooms, which is lovely to see. Oh, what's this? Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got a path here. Is this a village? Guys, I think it's a village, which means we can exploit them for our own benefit. This is fantastic. I feel like near this village is where we need to build our base, as that way we will have access to all the benefits the villagers provide. So let's look around here for a spot to build our new home. Follow the piggies. Actually, this looks kind of perfect. I think this is the spot. There's a small hill, which is what I was hoping for, and yeah, right here's the spot, guys. So job number one, knocking down some of these trees. Oh, hello, Benji. Look at you frolicking through the forest. How very majestic. After taking down a number of trees, and I promise you, I didn't use my fist the whole time, I did actually craft an axe. It's time for us to go on our first ever mining expedition, because we need iron and some of that super fancy blue bling. But I'm not going to bore you with that, so it's time to hit the little button named time-lapse. Oh, you're back! That mining session took quite a while, but we can't complain because as you saw, we got quite a few nice bits and bobs. What I'm doing now though is laying out the foundation for our starter base, but I guess I still haven't told you what we're going to be working on. Well, I'm going to be building a treehouse, or rather, a house in a tree, because a roof forest can be a dangerous place, and what better to keep us safe than a treehouse that gets us up in the air, far above the surrounding forest canopies, and all the pesky mobs that lurk below. Honestly, I've had so much trouble with little creepers sneaking up on me around here. Just look, it's ridiculous. It's like they were programmed to be annoying or something. So I've built up the trunk of the treehouse and also the first dirt platform upon which I've temporarily placed my bed, just to feel a little bit safer. Oh my god, see what I mean? Even in daytime, the monsters are everywhere. Anyway, I guess I'm safe up here for the time being, but once I'm done building this platform, I'm going to have to go on a trip to gather lots more dirt, lots more dark oak, and also a bunch of birchwood for the cabin. That's right, the treehouse house, can you say that? It's going to be constructed using a mixture of lightwood and also darkwood, and I think it's going to look fab. A couple of things happened when I ventured out to gather resources. First of all, I very stupidly went AFK to make a cup of tea, thinking I would be perfectly safe up here in the branches of a dark oak tree. But this cheeky skeleton had other thoughts. Just look how he shoots an arrow and then ducks back behind cover. Honestly, that's amazing. This guy's a pro. I got back about now, and you can see me panic and frantically place blocks in random spots to make sure I'm safe. My heart was galloping because, believe it or not, I'm actually trying to die as little as possible on this playthrough. And then the second surprising event hit me in the shape of a circular ball of snow. That Benji guy decided he wanted to have a snowball fight in the middle of me trying to gather wood, and in the middle of this very sunny biome. You can see he's a complete gentleman though, and shared out his balls before we both had it out. He wants to fight. I like his style. Makes me happy. Oh, got him. Gotcha. That was a nice little dodge beforehand though. Let the record show that with this, dare I say marvelous shot, I was the winner. That was great fun. That's what I love about playing on a community server. So good. As you can see, I did eventually get around to collecting the stuff we needed, but I'm just going to take a second during these time lapses to talk about something a few of you may have already noticed. Halfway through recording this video, I installed a shader pack. And I know that this can be somewhat of a controversial subject, but personally, I love subtle shaders in Minecraft. I love dynamic shadows, the way they can add just enough fidelity to bring a few aspects of the game a bit closer to year 2020 standards. So I'll be recording the rest of my videos with them activated, and I hope you like it too. Right, we've got everything. Well, I think we've got everything. Just need to craft a few lanterns. There we go, that should be it. Everything we need is in this chest. It's time for me to finish faffing around and get some serious building done. Okay, let's hit it. So I've given it time for the vines to grow, and well, I think this has turned out really well. For my first ever recorded building session, I really can't complain. For this build, I tried to focus on creating an interesting shape that looks like it's somewhat from a fantasy realm, while still retaining a natural aesthetic to it. I made sure to dapple the leaves relatively evenly, switching between the dark oak leaves and the birch leaves, and then I placed a few vines strategically to accentuate the overgrown and wild look. Now they're all grown, I think it looks fab. Really scraggly, but it's got a lot of character to it, which is what I was going for. Obviously, this place still needs decorating as it's a little barren, especially out on these dirt platforms and on the inside. So next episode, I'll be adding all of the amenities like little farms for food, some storage compartments and smelting stuff, and also generally sprucing up the whole build. Not with actual spruce wood, you know what I mean. Just making it prettier than it already is. All right, well, if you made it this far, then don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Chicken? What are you doing here, chicken? Oh, run away, why don't you? Shut up, Biggie. Hello, Mr. Toad, how are you? You have a friendly chicken following you. Did you know that chicken is sniffing your butt? Oh, that was kinky. Doge, how could you?